Hi guys. It bleh. The daily reset in Warframe has happened. By the way, welcome back to Warframe. We're gonna do the Fables and Frontiers session 2. But before we do the Kim adventure, the daily reset has happened. So
We're all just visiting. Hey, how's it hanging? Let's see.
let's turn in some standings so that way I can buy more stuff from Amir.
Will it feel? Did you? Anytime.
Ah, balls. Arthur's gonna yell at me about marks on the floor, any.
All right.
Come to peruse my fine wares of royal
So
attire,
last
enchanted
time we got
stuff, and
basically
honestly,
everything that wasn't
whatever
already
crap it
given
looks
out
like
in
I've managed to glue
Nightwave.
together.
So these
Look,
glyphs,
I'm doing my best over here.
all, I think that's 11 of them. No, 12, and then some sigils, a decoration or two.
If you squint
The
just
Musagatra.
hard enough, that
Three
looks like it comes with a
decorations,
+2 to social competence, eh?
But now we're gonna buy the character sheets. Now, sadly, I think
One time,
those
I
are all
choked
that
on
we
some
are
dice,
going to be able
and then
to
one
afford
flew
today.
out my nose, and I got a nat 20. No, I will not explain. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no more standing. So we'll have to get the music. Yeah, we'll have to get the music and some of the other stuff tomorrow and the next day.
Elamir wanted to play,
And
but
maybe
Minerva
just the
said
next
no.
day as well.
They had to stay on. Until next time, traveler. May your HP stay full and your.
But yeah, now it's time to. What's my unread message? Oh, double affinity. So if you're farming weapons, that's something useful to look out for. Alrighty, we are back. For real this time. So excited. Time for the mayhem to begin. Yeah. I worry what you are going to get into this. Going to get us into this time. Me? I never get us in any trouble. Lamau, this is going to be a disaster, I can already tell. This is gonna take about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes. So if you got a Wii or whatever, go do it now. I have this thing set up to save our progress, but periodically. But it does it without telling us, so speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm ready. Without further ado, I give you Begin Adventure 1 Day 1. Soul is high on this beautiful, bright summer day. Birds are chirping merrily in the trees. A crowd of... Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to finish up. I promise I'll get to this, but it's going a little bit too fast for me to read it out loud. Okay. A crowd gathers in the marketplace of the walled city of Setervalen, the great capital of the Dominion of Hovendime, that's right. Children laugh and chase each other around the legs of their parents, who smile at each other and remember their first times at such an event. A father passes a mother a rolled paper cone with sugary coated popcorn. Yeah. Underneath the shade of a tree near a stall hawking hawking commemorative goods, some young lovers use the festivities to sneak away and enjoy each other's company. They remember this holiday for the rest of their lives. For today is the day a criminal hangs. Oh. Today's the day that Cedric Dawnsong dies by the rope for what he has done. Arthur, take it away. What? Shit, what? Dude, we've done an adventure already. You know how to do this. Improv, baby. Go. I hate you. I adore you for this, Amir. Fine, let me throw you a bone. You suck. Cedric Dawson, the mighty paladin, stands upon the gallows, the noose already around his neck. Stripped of his weapons and armor, he still makes for an impressive figure, his head held high. There is more to this man than his armaments, after all. His hands are bound to his back, and though the crowd cheers for his death, he's certain that the actions he took to get here were righteous. He has never faltered in his morals. Typical paladin. Arthur, now's the time to do the, whole role-playing thing. Cedric, tries to escape. Soul in a sandwich. What? Nothing. Okay, you want to try and escape? Are you trying to wriggle out of the ropes or break them with brute strength? Which is better? Strength is less likely to succeed without wriggling. You're a paladin, your strength is probably higher. Try brute strength. Okay, brute strength. Oh, okay, give me a strength check with disadvantage. Oh. So, roll 2d20s. Lowest number is the one we keep. I blame you for whatever happens next. Rolling on the floor. No, it's fine. We're not gonna kill him in the first 2 seconds, guys. I repeat, you suck. Cedric tries to escape best he can, but it's hopeless. A pathetic attempt, really. The ropes... His wrists are... What? The ropes his wrists are tied to, well. The guard expected a paladin might try such easily predictable tactics. He's left to wonder... loudly to himself, what might have gotten himself into such a mess in the first place. Oh. Okay, we'll let him finish before I read. As I stand upon the gallows, the noose around my neck, I cannot help but think about the feeling of rope around my neck. And wonder if they tied it fresh, or if I'll be left with a second-hand rope that'll be too loose and leave me gasping for breath for the entertainment of the crowd. Soul is in my eyes, glaring and raw. I can't speak today. Then again, when I can ever. Where it might be cheerful to others, it seems to mock me. The light I followed all my life is here to laugh at me like the children who are jeering at my imminent demise. I don't know how exactly I did it, but I know my foolhardy, stubborn dedication. Bear with me. To always following the righteous path was what got me into this mess. Why? Because it's better. It's always what gets me into situations like this. God knows, my sister told me that enough. Gods know my sister was going to remind me of that if she ever finds me in the afterlife. Gods know my sister was probably going to resurrect my damnable corpse to remind me of that in about 10 minutes, actually. As I stand upon the gallows, I sigh and look out into the crowd. Someone has corrupted you. Someone pulls your strings from the shadows. These actions are not your doing. The light forgives you all. I forgive you all. I hope someday you forgive yourself. Dang, Arthur. What did I do? Did I do something wrong? I think he's saying he's impressed. Extremely. I didn't know you had that in you, man. Just because... brackets. Just because I don't get this whole RPG nonsense doesn't doesn't mean I don't know how to string a few words together in a cohesive sentence. It is remarkable to the extent which I really do not care. Yeah, lol. Anyway, I'll let him finish typing because it's annoying to scroll up each time. The guards glance at each other nervously. All is not well in the land of how do you pronounce it again? Holvendime? Yeah. And perhaps nothing is a bigger symptom of that than the fact that the regents sentence a paladin of the Holy Order of Light to death. And all over accusations of committing a murder that he has no memory of doing. But there were witnesses that saw him stagger out of the room in the inn that night, covered in the blood of the victim, murdering incoherent words to himself. Some of those witnesses are in the audience this very moment. 5 of them, in fact. 5 witnesses who, for various reasons, might either believe that Cedric Dawson is innocent for the murder, or might simply want to keep him alive. That is when a tall, white-haired elf steps forward onto the platform of the gallows. He is clothed in the bright gold and white robes of a magistrate of Holvendine. Slowly, as though this were the most boring day in his life, he unrolls a large scroll in his hands and stares down at it over golden glasses that perch on the bridge of his nose. I, Sir Lloyd Devienne, of the Royal House of Entrade, hereby entrusted to represent the interests of the Royal House Entrade, the most holy and respected mother, as he's drowning on, reading out the list of honorable titles of the honorable ruling family of Holvendime. You all have a moment to react. Is that supposed to be Lloyd? How would they know about Lloyd? They'd obviously know about Entrade, but how Lloyd? Interesting. Whatever. I'm gonna try to make my way through the crowd closer to the platform. Check. I want to see how close I get. Did I leave my? Oh, I left my water in another room. Okay. 8 is terrible. Wait. No. What? What do you? Bruh. As a wizard, you can get pretty far. You're able to get within 5 feet of the platform. I'm gonna let them finish. You knobhead. Oh, he's playing a ranger. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let this go. Well, maybe not. Because I imagine as soon as I get up, it's going to stop with the text. This is going to be so much to read. Can I? Hang on. That is a lot better. Okay. The The guards and nobles recognize you as someone who is at least of learned society, and probably paid for a front row seat, so they don't pay you much mind. Now you're left to wait for the right moment, and to see what the others might do. I'm standing close in the back, in the shade, somewhere so would be out of my eyes. Duchess is at my feet. I'm being careful to line up my shot, read me. I'm only gonna get the one, but I want to know how hard is it gonna be, Do I have a fate's arsehole's chance in hell of pulling this off, or am I wasting my time? Is that what Lord Rayland Kingscare himself, or is asking himself? If Lord Rayland Kingscare is planning to do what I think he's planning on doing, you know muskets aren't rifled, right? Q? What do you mean they aren't? They ain't. Are they? What do you mean they ain't? They are rifles. No, lol, what I'm saying is that the spirally bit inside the rifle wasn't invented yet. That's the bit that makes the bullet go straight. What the fuck, are you serious? Yeah, muskets were terrible guns. They made better stabbing weapons with bayonets on them. They never shot what you pointed them at. Then why the fuck did you let me take a musket as a weapon, you knobhead? Because you named it the Nobilizer. I don't know, it sounded cool. Not to be the resident history nerd, but rifling was around as early as the 15th century. It just merely wasn't as common until the mid-19th. It was reserved for hunting and the like due to its high cost. So our lovely posh gentleman here could have arguably had access to a rifled musket capable of shooting in a straight line. Thank you. I stand corrected. An argument gladly accepted, and this is how we all learn something new, kids. But if you are gonna do what you're trying to do, it's gonna take at least a difficulty check of 18, DC of 18. Fucking finally, a straight answer. I take a seat, somewhere I know I'll have a good view. No glare, nothing in my way. And I cast Long Shot. First, spell cast. For those who've never played a ranger in Fables and Frontiers, Long Shot is a level 3 spell that lets you set up for 2 turns and then roll an attack with 3 dice, so double advantage. Oh. And what brings our Lord Kingscare to the hanging this morning? I was at the Destitute Inn for my own purposes, and I'm here for my own purposes. I keep my own counsel for now. Who's up next? I'm... See, I don't know what my character would do. She's probably still drunk from the night before, lol. Lamau, drunken barbarian. She's not a bard. As much as that would have fit. Like, she's a music lover, but she's not a bard, she's a barbarian. Whatever. Lamau, drunken barbarian in the crowd. What could possibly go wrong? I say go with it. If you say so. Hey, remember, I always give big bonus points for being a character. The crowd parts unexpectedly from the back as a figure comes storming in to see what all the fuss is about. "Excuse me!" followed by a loud "Boo!" It's all about anyone can see it first, as Morohime... I'm gonna butcher this, aren't I? I'm just gonna say Morohime is usually seen before she is heard. Or felt, as someone else is shoved and flies out of the way, lands some 10 feet away in a pile of garbage. Oops. Ooh, sorry. Had the dial up too high. Oh, is there a party? I cough, and then... I hate parties. Have you been to the city before? Yeah. And the guards would probably know me. I cause problems, but I pay my fair share of the repair bill. I'm a bit of a local attraction on the weekends in the wrestling pit. What am I rolling a D20 for? Oh, shoot. Hang on. Morohime, otherwise known as the One-Strike Princess. She was at the inn the night of the murder, spending the other half of her wages. She knows Cedric is innocent, and she knows this hanging is wrong. She might be sober enough to stop it. Lol, perfect, who's up? I stand and watch this Fasa. This bird sing. Oh, the birds sing to me of the corruption that poisons the water of the city. But I watched my friend fall victim to it all the same. He didn't listen to my warnings. Now he's on the gallows waiting to die. Up in the branches of a nearby tree is a long turquoise serpent with wings made of crimson petals of a rose. Its bite is deadly venom. Like all serpents, she waits. Dramatic. Eleanor. Sanguina Callisti watches the affair with an electric kind of conflict in her chest, for her brother is on that platform, about to die. Which, ostensibly... Oh wait, I can't read. Ostensibly is a terrible thing, for she loves her brother very much and would not want something like that to befall him. And yet, on the other hand, she feels the tightening of the guillotine around her neck like the embrace of a lover's hand ever so slightly. The call of her patron, the will of her other, the great nameless one who delights in not just death itself, but precisely this manner of death. Executions. Cold death, empty death, perfunctory. The crowd is immaterial to it. So, is she a warlock or a cleric? Because we're not able to check that, I don't think. But Arthur mentioned that his sister, aka Eleanor's character, would be able to revive him. But she's talking like she serves a warlock patron. Sanguina can only summon her tome to her hands. She cannot look away. Okie dokie. Points for character accuracy. Hereby sentence you to death for the murder of Princess Na'ata'a. Sir Lloydivian rolls the large scroll back up as he finally finishes his speech. He turns towards the hangman, who places his hand on the lever that will open the trap door beneath Cedric. When suddenly, for almost the barest and most imperceptible of a fraction of a second, time seems to almost stop. The birds stop chirping, the leaves in the trees stop rustling, the children stop laughing. Like the skip of a heartbeat, it's gone. It's over. And you think to yourself, did I imagine that? Was that a simple trick of the mind? You're about to write it all off as just adrenaline in the moment until your blood begins to pour from the neck of the hangman, slit from ear to ear. A waterfall of crimson begins to spill from him as he collapses to his knees. Horrified, Sir Lloydivian screams, "God, seize the prisoner!" The rich and powerful who had come to watch an execution are now clambering for safety, a common folk for an exit. The courtyard quickly devolves into chaos, of course. Everyone roll initiative. We're using simplified rules, so just raw numbers, no modifiers. Hey, first nat 20. Cool. Okay. Sorry, Quincy, I feel like I stole it. We 5 merged, mate. Proper savage, spending the turn waiting. It doesn't matter. 17, 10, 16, 13. Okay, one sec. As the crowd clears away, leaving only you 6 and the guards wander. What do you do? How far away from the platform am I again? 10? I'm gonna try my best to get to Cedric and set him free. There's a guard standing point at the bottom of the stairs and another one on top. But you've caught them entirely by surprise, and in all the chaos, you manage to push past the first one and get to the top of the platform before the second one has the presence of mind to draw his sword. Let's attack the guard while he's surprised, which means that I should get advantage, right? Enhanced projectile at him. All 3 bolts. I assume this is magic missile, which means that this will never miss. 134. 8. He groans and staggers backward. The flash of the enchanted projectiles blinded him in the bright sunlight, and the force of the blow was enough to send him too close to the edge of the platform. Whoa! He slips, tips backward, and falls. Good. I don't think that card will be causing you any more problems. Woo! Can I loot the body? Okay. This is becoming very, very long. Later. It's Cedric's turn, for what it's worth. What are my options here, Amia? Wrists is still tied up and bound by a noose, yeah? You could try to roll to escape again, but without your hands free, you can't really cast spells as a paladin. Guess I'll just roll to try and break the ropes at my wrists again. I use strength. You know what? Fuck it. I'll let you do it with advantage. You're feeling heroic. Cedric, seeing no other options, and now that the guards are distracted by all the commotion, redoubles his efforts to rip his wrists free of the ropes at said wrists. Roll d20, d20. Your strength bonus is +4, so a dirty 21. Any 21 would be dirty, but also I don't like to use that term. I like to use unnatural. So like when someone rolls a 20 after modifiers, so like they get a 16 +4, I call that an unnatural 20. Because the other, like if you just roll a straight 20, that's a natural 20, or a nat 20, as it's commonly referred to. So unnatural is the opposite of that, hence, yeah. I don't really like the dirty terminology. It's fine, but I prefer other things. With a roar, you feel as the fibers of the rope begin to rip, stretch, and finally, like the ligaments of a corpse, give up its last grasp. Your hands are free. I'm going to rip the noose off from around my neck. Fantastic. Just as you think you can breathe, you hear more shouting as the other guards start to gather their wits. 3 of them, led by the captain of the guard, are the only ones brave enough to stop you. Everyone else is cleared out, seems. Zichel, it's your turn. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm going to fly down to the nearest guard, as they do not know I'm hiding in the branches of this tree and sink my venomous fangs into his stupid neck. I'm going to roll with attack advantage. Is it a sneak attack? Correct. Another nat 20. Nice. Oh my fucking lord, Letty. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Holy shit, woman. Fucking the one close to you is the captain of the freaking guard, Letty. Oh no, Amir. Oh, did I ruin something? Can we go back? Are you kidding me? This is what I live for. Play it out. Tell us what happens. She does not go for the small prey. She's a druid of the fang of the claw. She hunts a challenge. She saw the big one and knew that was the one who had to die to scare the others off. Okay, so she's playing a druid, which... Oh, she's wild shaped into a snake right now. That makes sense. I strike before he even feels me land on his shoulder. I wrap around his neck, my feather petal wings soft as a kiss. My fangs pierce his skin. My venom enters his veins as quick as a crack of lightning. Sheet says 1d4 +4, then 2d6 +6 venom. He has to make a roll to see if he takes all or half. Nope, he did. He just did. You bit, he did. The adrenaline coursing through his veins is both a blessing and a curse for the captain of the guard. So, was the heart condition he did not know he had, and that was going to end him someday in the future, though who would say when that day might come. Didn't matter now, because both of those things were the reason why her venom coursed through him faster than he could feel. It was a painless death. He blinked once, twice, shut his eyes a third time, and slumped to the ground. A clatter of heavy armor and weaponry as the venerated soldier, a noble hero of many a valiant fight, was brought low in one single moment by a single serpent's bite. And just as she predicted, the other 3 soldiers, seeing the unnaturally winged serpent with its brightly colored scales and feather petal wings slowly uncurling from the dead body of their fearless commander, quickly turn tail and run for the gates of the courtyard, screaming for reinforcements. Congratulations, guys, you won. But Eleanor and I didn't get turns. Not my fault. Letty here ganked the captain of the frickin' guard roll. Don't worry, you'll share XP and the loot and all. You'll get to do cool shit next time, I promise. I was enjoying watching the show for one. Morihime was probably throwing up in a barrel anyway. Let's loot the corpses. Is that really the priority when there are reinforcements on the way? Ooh. Well, if I'm looking for an exit, that's is that inspection or? Yeah, that would be inspection. You're probably right. Hey, all of you, this way. Someone shouts from the other side of the courtyard, quickly. As you move closer to investigate, you see someone cloaked in black, standing near a small wooden door that leads deeper into the walled city. He's wearing all black with deep purple highlights stitched into the edges of his clothes. That's a mere self-insert. You can't make out much else, you can't make much else out for his features, as he is standing entirely shrouded in the shadows of the doorway. I work for a friend, the same friend who arranged the executioner's accident. The way out of the city is clear. You'll find more answers once you reach the woods. He turns into the corridor that leads into the stone building, and as you peer in to try and see where he went, he's gone. Simply gone. There's a loud noise of shouting behind you. The reinforcements have arrived. At least 20 soldiers or more are pouring into the courtyard. Let's get the hell out. You descend into the depths of the Dominion of Holvinden. I can't pronounce that for the life of me. Holvendine. And the smell of moisture and dampness hits your nose. You turn a corner, and another, and another, and the sounds of the rabble and the guards dies away behind you. Torches, recently lit, line the walls, showing you the way. Whoever pulled strings to coordinate your escape, they knew what they were doing. This was all carefully orchestrated. You pull up short, suddenly, as you arrive in a large chamber that empties out into a waterway on the outside of the city. You can see daylight again. There, sitting on a rock, neatly tied up with a purple bow, a literal bow, is all of Cedric's personal artifacts. And on it sits a scroll with the seal of the royal family of Holvendine. Oh, so there's an inside man. Or inside woman, who knows? But we'll have to learn more about what it says tomorrow. Day 2 of the adventure. Phew! Who's the daisy? Sorry to rush it at the end there. These things are always running long. I'll save my giant swamp rat encounter for another time. Oh yeah, I guess we can ditch the brackets now, lol. Fascinating stories, as always, Amir dear. I'm getting a lot of feedback from OBS. What's going on? Whatever. Amir dear. Have a wonderful day, or wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Great job, Amaya. Yeah, I just hope to get to do something next time, lol. You will, I'm sorry. I didn't expect Letty to one-shot the boss. Yeah, sorry. Blame your Amir bot, or whatever it's called. I loved it. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. This was a ton of fun. Thanks. I hope other people really enjoy it and they aren't just saying so. I know these sessions can get long. I'm a DM, don't I freaking know it. But it's like one of the few ways I can, like, I don't know, break up the insanity, you know? Make everything make sense. I don't know how to describe it. Any woozle. I've wasted enough of your time. You should go shoot things in the head in the far future or something. I have tomorrow's adventure to plan. Alright. Did we level up? No. Oh, I didn't realize I have 17 HP, 10 AC. I only looked at the rest of my stats. Alright. That was fun. Letty is probably going to be the thumbnail for this video then, because she was the MVP of the session today. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Tomorrow we'll trade in some more standing, buy a few more things, and continue on with the session on the next daily reset. I'm recording this on the same day as the Dino Blade finale, so I'll probably try to get that up first because I've already got it recorded and it's a longer recording, I think. And then this will probably get uploaded. Both of them will probably get uploaded by tomorrow. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back at you with this one tomorrow, and I've decided to not do any Star Wars: The Old Republic playthroughs, at least not yet. I will upload a video for my Sith Warrior eventually, but I've got a whole bunch of stuff ready for Baldur's Gate 3, so we're gonna um, probably do a monk playthrough and see how that goes. Because I've wanted to do one for a while, especially with all the different items that synergize with unarmed strikes. You can basically make a full loadout or a full outfit of gear that has nothing but passives that improve your unarmed strikes by an additional 1d4 per equipment piece. So those are those seem super good for monks. But I will get to that, and that'll be it for now. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.